What's up, everybody? Charlie Marlow here. Got to jump on, talk a little more Cardinals baseball. Hey, the opener, it's over. 7-1 loss. It's one of 162. The season's not over. I was joking with that previous video. Okay, everything's gonna be fine. So I was doing this other podcast. I had StreamYard set up, and I'm thinking I want to jump on and talk Cardinals again because when I made the video joking that the season is over, I just see so many negative comments, and I have for the last year, and I get it. 2023 was an awful year for your St. Louis Cardinals. But I'm also wondering, are Cardinal fans more negative than ever, or are we as a people more negative than ever? What do you think? Or is it just that the folks that like to comment are more negative than the majority of people who just watch the video or the content, whatever it is, and don't comment? Now, I know I did a video on this in the past, so I'm just curious. And Kenny Wallace, former NASCAR driver, I produced the Kenny Wallace YouTube channel. He and I were also talking about this. Now, we were discussing politics a little bit, but we both kind of concluded that it seems like the world is much more negative post COVID. Is that fair to say? Are people more negative, or is it the media we consume, social media? Is it more negative? What do you guys think? I always find myself, I'm always much happier when I'm away from my phone. I understand a lot of you guys are watching this on your phone, but this is good, right? This is positive content. I'm just saying, I feel like if I'm away from political media, if I'm away from the cesspool that is like the For You tab on Twitter, if I go outside, I'm working out, I'm getting sunlight, I'm eating healthy, I'm feeling better. And I know this is supposed to be a baseball discussion, but I'm just wondering, do you guys think, are people more negative? Is it because of COVID, or is this specifically with Cardinals baseball fans because 2023 was really bad and folks think that the team didn't improve enough for 2024, which I think is a legitimate question and concern. But also, it's fair to say, I think, what do you want to say? The 5 year trend of the Cardinals is also, it's not like this. I think it's more like this, right? A very slow downward trend until 2023, where it went, meow. What do you think? Because, all right, I always go back to 2011, 2015. Cardinals were amazing. We should all agree on that. If you can't agree on that, you're wrong. I'm sorry. Then you had what, 16, 17, 18, end of Matheny, first Schilt year, didn't make the playoffs, certainly a fall off. Okay, so you had 2011 to 2015, boom. Then you had the fall off. Those teams weren't really bad, but they didn't make the playoffs. Schilt comes in 2019, NLCS, but they got swept. Nobody really thought they were an elite World Series contender. I know I'm going like this, but then you had what? 21, 22, kind of, all right. Hey, 88 wins. We're making the playoffs. Okay, first round exit. Boom, 2023. So again, if you go back to 2019 NLCS, I think it's fair to say 20, 21, 22, 23, and here we are 2024. It has been not so great. Not so great. Couple playoffs in there. Hey, nice teams, fun teams. Nobody ever really thought the Cardinals were a true contender for the World Series. So I know I'm throwing a lot out there at you guys, but what do you think? So are Cardinal fans too negative? Are they just too negative on social media? Is it the comment section that's too negative? Or do you really think the whole fan base, or look, are you guys actually the reasonable ones for being negative? For example, if this Cardinals team in 2024 is horrible, I don't think they're going to be horrible, but I don't know. They could be. I think the starting pitching is really, really a huge question mark. I wonder if the ceiling of the starting rotation is middle of the pack. Could they actually be really bad? I'm not just saying that based on Miles Michaelis and a rough performance against a really good lineup in the Dodgers, in the Dodgers. We all know Sonny Gray's out for 2, 3 starts, but even some of these other guys, I'm hoping Lance Lynn's going to be good and Kyle Gibson and Steven Matz stays healthy, but there's a lot of age there. Zach Thompson, I think, has a higher ceiling because he's younger. I'm not saying he's going to be a better pitcher than Lance Lynn for his career, but I wonder right now, does Zach Thompson have a higher ceiling? He's a young guy. I'm excited to see Zach Thompson pitch. But what do you guys think? Are Cardinal fans too negative? Am I just seeing the negativity in the comment section on X and on YouTube? Or are Cardinal fans correct that the DeWitt, Mozeliak, Ali Marmol group of the last 5 years have taken this team down to a place where, hey, this is not Cardinals baseball. This is not the level of expectations that we're used to. What do you think? Chew on this as you get ready for a late game tonight at the Los Angeles Dodgers. Just throwing it out there. Is it Cardinal fans too negative? Baseball fans as a society? Is it politics? Is it social media? Is it post COVID? Is it inflation? Is it everything? Is everybody negative? Do people like being negative just on social media and in comments because it's therapeutic for them? What do you guys think? I don't know the answer. I'm just throwing it to you. We have one game. I said the Cardinals are going to win 83 games. I still think that's pretty fair. They could be really bad. Maybe they are 500 at the break. They add a couple pieces. They get to 90 wins. I have no freaking clue, guys. I really don't. I'm man enough to say I have no idea what's going to happen. But game one was ugly. Game one was ugly. Didn't we all think it was going to be ugly, though? Miles Michaelis as your opening day starter. I know he made some comments. I like that Miles Michaelis speaks his mind. Don't get me wrong. But you have to back it up. I did see the comments about weak contact. Now, he was talking about the first inning, but there were a couple home runs, Betts, Freeman. That was not weak contact. And I've talked about on the radio a lot. 590 The Fan, Hot Take Central. I didn't like the weak contact excuses last year from Ollie in the post game and from a lot of the starting pitchers. I understand here and there you're going to get dinked and dunked. And Miles, to be fair, was talking specifically about the first inning. But overall, he gave up a lot of hard contact. 7 hits, 4 1/3 innings pitched. I don't have the stats in front of me, but a couple homers. So sometimes you just have to eat shit. He said that. He said, look, I'd love to tell people to eat shit beforehand, but I might look bad if I have a bad outing or we have a bad season. I don't know. Another vibe check for you guys. What do you think after the first game? Drop your comments, even if they're negative. And I'm just joking when I say this. I do feel like X and YouTube, a lot of negative comments. So I'm just wondering. So if you're a person that doesn't usually comment, you just watch the video and you don't comment, I want you all to also comment on this one and let me know what you think. Are you a reasonable person? Are you worried? Are you super negative and you just don't comment? I don't know. This is where I think getting away from your phone and the comment section can be good, even though I understand how hypocritical it is when I want you to comment and it helps the engagement of the YouTube channel. I know I'm all over the place. I just think about this a lot. I think a lot about the negativity I see from Cardinal Nation. And I'm wondering, is that a vocal minority or is it really how most of the fan base feels? And again, John Mozeliak, I've said a million times, his first 11 years or so, great. Last 5, 6, not so good. Some bad trades. You can kind of start with some bad signings going back to Fowler and Cecil and Mike Leake and the Matt Carpenter extension. And again, the trades, Randy Rosarena and who else? Who am I missing? Sandy Alcantara, Zach Galen. The first 11 years for Mo, great. The last 5, 6, whatever it is, not so great. Can't think of one big mistake in the first 10, 11 years. What, Ty Wigginton? A lot of mistakes in the last 5, 6 years. So are you guys okay and correct to be negative? Should we be more positive? It's only one game, folks. Or are a lot of you guys reasonable folks who are just watching the videos and not commenting and actually you have a pretty reasonable take on the team? Let me know. I know I've repeated myself 1,000 times. I'll shut up now. Comment, like, subscribe. Enjoy game two, baseball season here. That's a good thing, regardless if the Cardinals are winning or not. Baseball is back. Tyler O'Neill hits another homer. How about that one? He's probably going to have a monster year, so we can talk about that storyline as well. All right. See you guys.